Assalamualaikum and welcome back. Okay, let's continue with example. Here we are given a z equals x squared plus y squared minus 9. We have three parts question here. The first part is we need to sketch level curves for different values of z. We have -9, -5, 0, and 7. So remember, for level curve, we let z equals a constant. And the second part of the question is we need to find the traces of the function. We have two different values here. One trace is for x0, another is when y is 0. So remember, traces is when you let x as a constant or when y as a constant. And the third part is we need to sketch the graph of the function, meaning that we need to sketch the surface in x, y, z space. Okay, the first part, we're gonna sketch the first level curve is for z equals 0, z equals -9. Okay, when z is equal to -9, our function would be z here, it's -9 equals x squared plus y squared minus 9. So rewriting the equation, we get x squared plus y squared is equal to 0. And now you can see that that is an equation of a circle of radius 0, centering at 0, 0. Okay, so when you sketch that, what you get is just a point. So on the xy plane, x squared plus y squared equals 0 here is just a point. Okay, we have a point at the origin. There is only one answer to this equation, which is x0, y0. Okay, that is for z equals -9. The next level curve is for z equals -5. Okay, when z is equal to -5, so this is our equation. Okay, now replacing z with the constant -5, we have -5 is equal to x squared plus y squared minus 9. Excuse me. Simplify the equation, we have x squared plus y squared equals -5 plus 9, which is a 4. And we know that this is an equation of a circle. The center of the circle is at 0, 0. And the radius is 2. So sketching that on the xy plane. So this is just a circle of radius 2. So let's say that's a 2, 2, and 2. So you just sketch the circle. Okay. Not very pretty there. Okay. So we have a circle of radius 2. Beautiful circle there. Next one is when z is 0. Okay, now when z is 0, this is our equation. So we just replace this z with 0. So perhaps 0 is equal to x squared plus y squared minus 9. Rewriting the equation, simplify it, we get x squared plus y squared equals 9. And we know that this is an equation of a circle centering at 0, 0 with radius is 3. Okay, when we plot that, oopsie, did I hang on, this is a 9. All right. Okay, sketching that on the, oh, that's ugly, oh well, on the xy plane. And now the radius of the circle is 3. So let's say that's a -3, 3, -3, 3. This one doesn't look like a 3. Hang on. I guess this is a -3. Okay, now when we plot that, as you can see, we have a circle, but the circle is getting bigger. The radius is bigger. Okay, I'm going to move that tree to here. So that's a tree. Okay, now the last level curve that we need to draw is when z is 7. Okay, next one is when z is 7. Okay, when z is 7, we just replace this z here with the constant 7. So the equation would be like so. Rewriting this, rearrange the equation. We have x squared plus y squared equals 7 plus 9, which is a 16. And you do recognize that this is an equation of a circle. The center of the circle is at 0, 0, the origin, but now the radius is getting larger. The radius of the circle is 4. Okay, so let's say that's a 4. There's a 4, 4, 4. Okay, and draw a circle. So the circle is getting larger and larger. So now the radius is 4. Alright, so now we've sketched all the 4 level curves for different values of z. The first one is for z equals 0, that one. And we have z equals negative 9, we get a point. Z equals negative 5, we have a circle of radius 2. Z equals 0, we have a circle of radius 3. And z equals 7, we have a circle of radius 4. Okay, now the second part of the question is finding the traces. Okay, alright, so the trace here is for x0 and y0, so we should have 2 traces. Okay, now the first one, x equals 0. When x is 0, replace x here with 0 in our equation. Then the equation now would be z is equal to 0 plus y squared minus 9. Rearrange the equation, we get this is y squared minus 9, which is really an equation of a parabola. But our parabola now is on the YZ plane. So we have a axis here. This is y-axis and this is z-axis because the equation involves y and z. And it's a parabola. It's a smiley parabola because we have positive y squared and here we have negative 9, meaning that we need to shift our parabola 9 units downwards. So this is negative 9, and it will intersect the y-axis at 3 and negative 3. So we have a parabola like so. So this is 3 and this is negative 3. So this is one trace. This would be the view from the front. Remember, when x is a constant, that would be a view, the view from the front. Okay, now another trace, excuse me, another trace is for y equals 0. That would be view from the side. Okay, now when y is 0, we replace this y in our equation with 0, so that we end up with this equation. We have z is x squared plus 0 minus 9. Simplify that, then you have your equation there, and you can see that this equation represents a parabola, open upwards as well. Okay, but our parabola now is on the xz plane. Hang on. Right, so just sketch this on the xz plane. We get, here we have, oopsie, oh dear. Okay, here we go. This is x-axis, this is z-axis because the equation involves x and z. Again, parabola, open upwards, shift 9 units down. Let's say this is negative 9, and it will intersect the x-axis at 3 and negative 3. So we will plot this, we get this parabola. Okay, so that is the 2 traces. So basically, this is a trace where y is a constant. So this is really view from the side. This is what we see from the side. x0 would be the view from the front. And for level curve, when z is a constant, this would be view from above. But obviously we have many views from above here for different values of z. Okay, now we are in the process of putting everything together. Okay, I'm gonna use different page here. Okay, so maybe oops maybe I need to use grid instead. Okay. All right. So here we have the z-axis, and maybe I need bigger room. Okay. Here we go. Bear with me. And we have x-axis, y-axis, and then we have negative z, negative y, negative x. Okay, y-axis, x-axis, and z-axis. Okay, now let's look at our traces again. We have 4 traces. One is for z0. This one is z0, z negative 5, z0, and z7. Okay, so remember z0 is when is on the xy plane. Okay, and then we have z equals negative 9. So let's say that's I don't know, 3, 6. This is negative 9. We have 3, 6, 9. So this is 3, 6, 9. Okay, so we have different different level curve. One is for z negative 9. So z negative 9 is a horizontal plane. Okay, I'm not gonna draw the plane. Oops. And we have z equals 0. So here we have, okay, so that would be z equals negative 9, a plane. And then we have z equals 0, which is the xy plane. And we also have z equals 7, I think. It's probably here. That is z equals 7. So we're going to sketch different level curve for different values of z. Okay, for z equals 0, sorry, z equals negative 9, we only have a point. So this point is when z, x is 0, y 0, z is negative 9. So in 3D, we have x 0, y 0, z is negative 9, would be this point. Okay, so this is just sketching this on z equals negative 9 plane. So sketching a point on z equals negative 9 plane. I'm gonna erase this plane here. Alright, so on that plane we only have a point. Okay, and then we also have, or I'm gonna skip z equals negative 5, otherwise it'll be too crowded. And then let's look at z equals 0 plane. On z equals 0 plane, we have a circle of radius 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to sketch this circle on z equals 0 plane. Okay, z equals 0 plane is this plane. Okay, and we're going to sketch a circle of radius 3. Okay, so let's say this is a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that's a 3. That's a 3. This is negative 3 at the back. Alright, so now we just draw a circle. So when you draw a circle in 3D, it looks like an ellipse. Okay, so I'm just sketching this circle here on z equals 0 plane. Okay, we have a circle of radius 3 centering at 0, 0, 0. Okay, we have that is when z is 0. Now I'm gonna erase this plane here. Okay, and the last one is when z is 7. When z is 7, oh dear, when z is 7, we have a circle as well, but the radius is getting bigger. So we're going to sketch this circle here on z equals 7 plane. Okay, so that must be 7 there, roughly. Alright, so 4 is 2, 3, 4. This one is 3, so 4 must be a bit larger. So let's say that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here probably this is a 4, that's a 4. Okay, then sketch a circle. Okay, so we're just sketching the circle on z equals 7 plane, and now I'm gonna erase z equals 7 plane. Okay, all right, so we have, I only sketched 3 level curves. One is at z equals -9, we have a point. Z equals 0, we have a circle of radius 3, and this is when z is 7, we have a circle of radius 4. And then remember, we have the 2 traces. This is on x equals 0 plane. So if you remember, for x equals 0 plane, okay, it's a vertical plane on the YZ plane. So what we have there is a parabola open upwards, intersect the z-axis at -9 and intersect the y-axis at -3 and 3. So going back here, so this is YZ plane. Okay, so we only need to sketch the parabola that goes through -9 on the x-axis, and it intersects the y-axis at 3 and -3. So when we sketch that, we have something like this, a parabola open upwards. Okay, and then I'm gonna erase the YZ plane. Then we can see the shape of the graph now, but we have one more trace here. This is the view from the side when y is 0. Oopsie. When y is 0, okay, we have a parabola open upwards as well. It intersects the z-axis at -9, and it intersects the, did I say z? Sorry. It intersects the x-axis at 3 and -3, and intersect the z-axis at -9. Okay, that's correct. Now going back here, we can see that it will intersect this point, and also here and here. That would be on the x-axis. On the x-axis, right? So we just sketch the parabola. Okay, not very pretty here. Something like that. Okay, yeah, something like that. Well, this one should be, this is, sorry, hang on, this should be bigger. Intersect here, I guess. The circle is bigger. Hang on, let me erase that one. Okay, and then here, oopsie, and we have here, ya Allah. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we have the surface. Z equals x squared plus y squared minus 9. As you can see, when you look at the surface, when we view from the front, we have a parabola. When we view from the side, we have a parabola, and when we view from the from above, we get a circle. And well, at first we have a point, and then we have a circle, and the circle is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so that's how you sketch a surface, by plotting a few level curves. Okay, so that you have a view from above, and also 2 traces. One is for x constant and one is for y constant, so that you get a view from the side and the front, and then put them together, then you get the surface of your function. Thank you.